I gotta educate you Michigan fans on something, man. And this is gonna be my last time that I even talk about the Bryce Underwood situation. But I gotta educate y'all on something. What's up, everybody? It's your boy, Mr. Dugai, coming at y'all with another episode of Drop It Dimes with Mr. Dugai. And today I'm going to educate Michigan fans on why I think that Bryce Underwood made the wrong decision to go there. And he went there for the money. And also educate them on, like I said, on basically on why I think it was the wrong decision. And then after that, I'm done with it. But before I get into this video, man, for anyone, if you want to drop $1 on the Cash App, that information is down in the description box. Also, if you want to follow me on social media, that information is down in the description box. I co-host a sports talk radio show every Sunday morning. That information is down in the description box. If you're a subscriber to the channel, greatly appreciate the love and support. If you're new to the channel, welcome. Make sure you subscribe, hit the bell notification button, like the video, and share with your folks. First off, man, look, as we all know, Bryce Underwood basically left the LSU Tigers at the altar and he decided to stay home to play for the Michigan Wolverines, his hometown. Like everybody telling me he's so in love with the university and this and that. All right, and I'm not even going to doubt all that. Okay, and y'all telling me that he's been to Michigan campuses a bunch of times that wasn't unofficial visits. I can't speak on that neither. Maybe y'all right, and I feel like he probably used LSU for leverage, to get more money out of Michigan. And to be honest with you, if that's the case, I don't want somebody like that on my team anyway. But let me educate you Michigan people on something, man. You see, when I talk about how he could come to LSU and get developed as a quarterback, and I mentioned teams like Oregon, Ohio State, Alabama, even USC with Lincoln Riley, I talked about if he went to one of those programs, I would understand fully why he went there. But he only went to Michigan for money. Like, maybe he's a fan, whatever, but the main reason he went there for money, and I just don't believe a high powered contending program, which LSU isn't today, you know, should give that to one player because nobody else doing it. Like I don't want to be the person that I overpaid for somebody. Texas A&M became the first team to, you know, come up with a whole ton of NIL money for recruits, and Jimbo Fisher ended up getting fired. I don't want to be that first. So if Michigan want to be the first to give a young man that type of money, so be it. Let y'all go ahead and enjoy it. But this is the thing, because a lot of y'all keep telling me, well, J.J. McCarthy was a first round pick last year, and Michigan just won the Natty and all this other stuff. That's what I keep hearing. Jim Harbaugh was your head coach. Jim Harbaugh helped Andrew Luck be the number 1 overall pick from Stanford. Jim Harbaugh turned Stanford from basically a 1-11 team to a team that was playing in a New Year's Six bowl or whatever they called it back then, a BCS bowl game or whatever. Jim Harbaugh took over the San Francisco 49ers. Alex Smith was basically looked at as a bust, a first round bust, and Jim Harbaugh went to an NFC championship with him. Jim Harbaugh turned Colin Kaepernick into one of the most explosive quarterbacks in the NFL. Jim Harbaugh took a Michigan team program that was garbage before he got there for years since Charles Woodson basically, and he turned them into a national powerhouse. Took them to what, 3 straight playoff appearances, and yes, he turned J.J. McCarthy into a first round pick, and he's going to have Justin Herbert looking really good in LA as well. Jim Harbaugh is a damn good coach. Jim Harbaugh developed. If Jim Harbaugh was the head coach at Michigan still, Michigan would not have to come up with $12 million to get Bryce Underwood to go there. He would go there. It wouldn't have took $12 million to get Bryce Underwood to go there because Jim Harbaugh is a damn good football coach and a damn good quarterback developer. Meanwhile, that's who J.J. McCarthy was coached by. Your current coaching staff led by Sharon Moore. And look, shout out to him, man, as an African American man. I want to see I want to see all coaches, especially my African American coaches, do well. But that coaching staff is not qualified to develop this quarterback. You can say what you want about Brian Kelly. You can say what you want about LSU. Yeah, Burrow, that's not on Brian Kelly. That was the coach. That was Joe Brady, basically, who's the offensive coordinator of the Buffalo Bills. Brian Kelly last year, okay, even if you want to say it was Mike Denbrock who left to go to Notre Dame with Jade Daniels, as much as we get on Garrett Nussmeier, guess what? Garrett Nussmeier is seventh in NCAA football in passing. LSU is ranked eighth in passing offense. That's out of 133 teams. Garrett Nussmeier right now is rated by Mel Kiper as the fourth best quarterback prospect going potentially for the NFL draft. LSU is not having a great year, but all means Nussmeier is not playing well because he's making bad decisions at critical times. It's not because he can't play or he can't throw the ball. Meanwhile, Michigan is ranked 128th in the country out of 133 teams. That means every team in college football, 133 of them, Michigan is like what, the sixth worst passing offense in college football. Your passing game coordinator, Ron Bellamy, though shout out to him, Archbishop Shaw, New Orleans, Louisiana native. He literally was a safeties coach 2 years ago, and now he's your passing game coordinator. Kirk Campbell, your offensive coordinator, most experienced. He was an offensive coordinator at Old Dominion for 2 years. Other than Sharon Moore, your head coach, at most was an offensive, had the title of an offensive coordinator last year, but we know that was Jim Harbaugh's offense, and he's mostly been an offensive line coach. You mean to tell me those coaches can develop Bryce Underwood to become a top 10 pick in the NFL draft? This Michigan team is currently 5-5 with a loaded NFL roster on defense. They have NFL players all over that defense. I get it. Some of them are hurt right now. But early in the year, guess what? They wasn't. This coaching staff cannot coach a player to complete a forward pass. So the J.J. McCarthy thing, that was Jim Harbaugh. That is not your current coaching staff. So you can't sit up here and say, well, J.J. McCarthy, you clown, you forgot J.J. McCarthy. That coach is with the Los Angeles Chargers right now. Your current coaching staff is not qualified yet. It's a bunch of inexperienced coaches. Bryce Underwood went there for the money. Shout out to him. Shout out to his family. But I feel like, hey, we gonna see what you do, because you know what? Y'all can laugh and have fun today, but if you 8-4, 9-3 in 3 years, you're not gonna be happy that you spent $12 million on this young man. You're not gonna be happy that you broke the market and did more than anybody else in college football and overpaid for one player. So understand, your coaching staff right now currently sucks. Your quarterback and offensive developers right now are inexperienced and leading the 128 ranked passing offense out of 133 college teams. And a few of those teams you're ahead of, like the Armies and Navies, don't even throw the ball at all. So they run like 80% of the time. You have one of the worst passing offenses in college football. LSU has a top 10 passing offense. So yes, Brian Kelly and the LSU Tigers were more capable of developing him into being a number one or whatever top pick to get even more money. So understand this. Now, if y'all gonna go out there and fire this staff and bring in, like, I don't know, Urban Meyer, if he dare would go to Michigan, or whatever quarterback gurus they have out there, then that would make more sense to me. But right now, your current coaching staff has proven they cannot coach up a quarterback to be great. Bryce Underwood got so much money because he's expected to come over there as a true freshman and carry that whole football program, because you don't have the coaches and you ain't going to have the players. And if that makes y'all happy, so be it. You could call me salty. You could call me whatever you want to call me. LSU going to be all right. LSU is gonna be just fine. But y'all, on the other hand, enjoy it. Enjoy it, and let's see how good your coaches is. Because I tell you what, before he's a junior, you may fire this whole coaching staff. With that being said, man, that's all I got for y'all today. Appreciate y'all checking out the video. Hit the like button for your boy. Give me a subscribe. I have LSU, NCAA, and content on my other teams throughout the year. Y'all have a blessed one. Go Tigers.